So Chrisean and Blueface been beefing so hard during her pregnancy that it forced Blueface to go back to Jaden. And ever since then, he's been trying to convince everyone that the love is real. He tweeted out, "If you can find a picture with Jaden and another man online inappropriately, I'll give you 1,000. That's when a Twitter user replied and said, "You want my Cash App?" after posting a video of Jaden cozy with the unknown man. Blueface continued to flaunt the fact that he was not the prize, but Jaden was. He continued on, "You can find plenty of guys with money that's gonna cheat on you, but in 2023, you can't find no female that's only been with one man her whole life." Like, he goes on these rants about how Jaden only been with him when he drug her through the mud and back. It's really not the flex he think it is, because ultimately what he's doing is embarrassing the hell out of her. And if it's real like he say it is, show her publicly and love her privately. One user chimed in, "The only thing you ever talk about is that she's never been with another man, as if she's a possession of yours. Like, do you even love and value her as an individual? Are there any actual qualities about her that make her a good fit for you? My God." He continued on, "Jaden left me when Rock got Jonathan tatted. That's the only reason for all of this. I was being a narcissist, thinking a female that left me must be dumb, but I was the dumb one for real, because instead of chasing after her, I took someone else in, thinking she could fill them shoes." And the funny thing is, he probably never communicated none of this to her. She probably has to get online to hear him emotionally pour into her. Just like she had to find out online that him and Chrisean were together. He claims that he's just trying to make it right because there's a baby involved now. He said it's deeper than rap and went further than it should have. But y'all won't let me, shaking my head. Jaden don't like the conversation if it's not about me and her. That's when Chrisean jumped in to silence the crying baby named Jonathan, when she stated, "All I hear is Chrisean, Chrisean, Chrisean." She then requested that he stop being bitter and clout chasing because he's dropping a song. She made it known that he would leave Jaden for her any day. She concluded it by saying, "Grow the F up for your son and be a man." She carried on about how the beef is between herself and Blueface and that any other information should be left out because she believes that it's for promo. She continued to say that time will heal everything and that herself and her child will love him unconditionally. Can y'all believe that all this back and forth drama is happening while Chrisean Rock is healing in the hospital after just giving birth, going through labor? This is ridiculous. But that is what family's for. Luckily, her brother was around to lift her spirits with a sweet note, and he also delivered flowers to his sister that she appreciated, and it looks like she got some Chick-fil-A, so the girl is loved, and her son is just as loved because he spent some quality bonding time with him. And there's no greater way of people showing they love you and care for you than having a Bible study session, rebuking all negativity.
But Job never cursed God. That's why he was blessed with God. But Job answered God after the Lord said all that scary stuff. Job answered the Lord and said, "I know that."
Chrisean dropped the first official photo of her son, letting everyone know that his name was named after her, making him a junior. She captioned it, "One day old, heaven sent you healthy and so handsome, beyond grateful. My baby boy so blessed. Thank you, Jesus." And he has his own page already, and it's already at over 300K followers. That boy is famous. Blue Ivy, here he comes. Maybe Blueface was salty because he had to find out with the world the name of his son, because he was salty about the name. I actually feel bad for my son. At this point, he's a junior to his mom. He don't gotta be named after me, but at least put some thought into it. That was some quick last minute. What do you want to name him? Just write down Chrisean Malone, shaking my head. That's when a user chimed in and stated, "She got your name and face tatted, and you got Chrisean as a son. I think y'all got a fair exchange." We all know why Blueface mad, because he's realizing that when he's talking to the baby and saying the baby's name, he's gonna have to say Chrisean. When he's speaking about the baby, he's gonna have to say Chrisean. This is about to haunt their entire household.
So he do this weird thing with his toes, right? Yo, it's so funny because his feet look like somebody I know.
Meme see the beat.
We ain't gonna say no names. Oh my God, yo, his feet look like that. He got long, big feet, and he got long and big hands.
So Chrisean was discharged from the hospital, and one of her sisters captured a video of her embracing the fact that she was getting back her sense of normalcy as she experienced her body begin to snap back. But there was far too much happiness, joy, and dancing going on, so Blueface had to interrupt that when he posted, "Who gonna watch the baby?" So Blueface and Jaden flew to Miami, they partied there, and the bottle service came out with signs that said welcome back and also congratulations, which I know triggered Blueface because he had Jaden all in our face. And a lot of people suspect he does this when he's trying to mask his real feelings. Y'all, he was hurt about his son. Rightfully so, rightfully so. So they finally made it back home and they had family time at home, and Blueface recorded on Instagram Live, and someone said this is the calmest live I ever seen. Usually it's full of shenanigans. They about to go to bed.
It's about that time.
So the whole family went to sleep, everyone except Blueface, that is, because clearly Chrisean and the baby was heavy on his mind. Because what did he do? He made a video scheming and plotting on what he thought Chrisean was up to. I mean, Jaden was in the back snoring like somebody grandpa and everything, and had him whispering like he was a feature on the Yin Yang Twin song.
Speak out, but I had to speak out. Chrisean Rock is a fucking genius. She knows how to manipulate. So she manipulated me to thinking that she was all about me because she was out of desperation, right? So that's why when she got into a position, she kind of tried to discredit everything I did, right? Granted, all right? Because I was confused. I'm like, damn, you used to say so much great things about me. Now I'm responsible for everything but your success. I'm responsible from verbal abuse, financial abuse, this, that. But when it comes to your success, I have nothing to do with it. Okay, that's strange. The pregnancy is what really made me realize, because I have 2 kids. I've been into labor rooms. When someone is in labor, it's cool. It's out of the blue. No female is planning to go in labor, right? I have 2 kids. I know this. You can't tell me otherwise. Chrisean planned her labor. She didn't coincidentally go to Baltimore and her water broke and she just went somewhere and had the baby. You know how I know this? Because certain hospitals don't let you film because of their own rules and, whatever they got going on. Chrisean went to a place prior when she was on Baddies in Baltimore. She found a place prior that she could record this birth at. So, stay with me. It's all attention based. Chrisean has done everything up to this far for attention. She's manipulating all of us. And the only reason I'm now waking up and realizing it because I have kids, so I know how this situation goes. So now that 2 and 2 aren't going together, it makes sense, right? Chrisean flew to Baltimore with a hospital that she already knew she could film at. She flew there medically induced. She let us know before the baby was coming that it was coming. 4 weeks before the due date, right? So if your due date is September 23rd, why are you letting us know that the baby's coming a week before September? You letting us know in August. How do you know that? This is your first child. You're inexperienced. Okay, I get it. Another thing. She knows that it's gonna be a big deal. For example, why do you think before Chrisean goes live and she cries and says that I'm a terrible guy, her makeup's done, her jewelry's on, her nails are done, everything is pre-planned? That's the genius part about it. Her fame, her claim to fame is sympathy. And who's gonna deny that if it's evident, if it's in her face, right?
Ain't this the same man that told us not to talk about Chrisean no more and that it's about Jaden? Ain't this the same man? Just go ahead and sign a deal with Didi because you can't stop and won't stop talking about Chrisean. Jaden over there trying to get some peaceful sleep, and he's standing over her repeating Chrisean's name like she the candy man, haunting Jaden's dreams. So Chrisean made it home from the hospital, first day back, mind you, and she decided to hit the gym because that snapback was on its way and she was gonna help speed it up. And child, it wouldn't be far-fetched to assume that Blueface was waiting around for his notifications for Chrisean Rock's post to pop up because he wrote, "Here hold my 1-day-old baby while I work out as girl," shaking my head. Boy, it's 3 o'clock in the dang morning, pushing 4 o'clock in the morning. Go to bed. Like I told y'all, he was waiting for his family to go to bed so he can put his focus on Chrisean. But wait, didn't he tell his son that he was going to the studio? Why he online lurking? You supposed to be working.
What?
Where are you going?
I gotta go to the studio real quick.
Why?
Shit, Black Hat hit me, said Fabio and them trying to make some music.
Blueface continued on his rant. If she don't take my son serious and make her main focus and a priority for at least 30 days, I will file for custody. You've been warned. I'm scratching my head because who exactly is going to take custody of that child if he files for it? Because he claimed that he will never be a stay-at-home dad or spend more than a few hours with his child. His mom is not going to do it because Chrisean fled the whole city to keep her child away from that woman. And Jaden already confirmed for damn sure she ain't going to do it. But he did make some valid points by stating, "My kid not finna be touched like everybody in her family. Dead homies, I don't play them type of games." In the first 48 hours, the baby been held and touched by 20 different people. Every time I check my phone, it's a new person holding the baby. Sad part about all of this is she doesn't know we care about the baby more than her at this point. She's so selfish. She's only worried about what she wants to do instead of what's best for the child. 24 hours later, literally, I can't believe y'all thought a kid would change anything. One user chimed in, "You mad she working out or working out while not holding the little Chrisean?" Blueface then responded, "I'm mad that a day 1 old baby is in the gym, period. There's nothing but germs in there." He was so embarrassing at this point because he was loud and wrong, and he was no different from a troll online sharing their perspective, which was far from reality.